So allow me to properly introduce myself to you. I'm the big bad. I'm the original Dr. Gangster. I am Demon Mega Hell King Supreme, but you gotta put some soul in it when you say my name. I am Hell King Supreme. I'm Trever Aeon. I'm gonna break my foot off in your ass.
Trever Aeon is a local pro wrestling heel. I started to play through using this character very early on, then rebooted it when Honor Mode first came out. That run ended in an interaction I did not expect. But now, Patch 8 is live, and with the new subclasses I thought the Path of the Giant would make an excellent opportunity to renew my Trever Aeon run. As a Path of the Giant's Barbarian who is a wrestler, Trever will need at least 10 levels in Barbarian for that sweet, sweet Mighty Impel move, which is also the reason we will not be forced into relying on strength elixirs long term. This only leaves a potential 2 levels for multiclassing. Certainly, the most advantageous classes I can think of would be Fighter for Action Surge, or Monk for unarmed damage and greater versatility with your bonus action. But, to go along with his pro wrestling nature, I'm going to go ahead and give him some literal crowd control abilities. I'll be giving him a couple of levels of Bard. And I think the Bardic abilities will be useful, even if we don't quite get to the subclass. Within the scope of Baldur's Gate, I believe Trever would be something akin to a pit fighter. Strong, but also with the ability to work a crowd, and for that reason I'm giving him the Entertainer background. His primary motivation is personal glory and fame, and his biggest weakness likely his own pride. Entertainer gives him performance and acrobatics as skills. He gets 2 more from the Barbarian list, and 1 human skill that can be anything. As an anti-hero style character, he will be gruff and intimidating most of the time, so that plus athletics are easy choices. For the human skill, I will go with perception. Even though his wisdom will not be high, at least having a bonus in this skill is very useful. For ability scores, the biggest question is, do I want him to rely on strength elixirs? And I do not. He works hard to keep himself in physical fighting shape. The main drawback to this is, once I spend a meaningful amount of points into the 3 physical abilities, there's just not that much left over for mental ones. I demand that his charisma be a bonus, so that goes to 12. And that leaves only 1 of intelligence or wisdom to not be a penalty. Wisdom would be the better choice for game mechanics, no question. But Trever is closer to intelligent than to wise. He has a game plan, though he does not always have the patience to enact it. He has a carefully constructed performance persona, but he does not always understand when he should perhaps let it go. And he's been burned in the past enough to know to look for manipulation, but he's not so good at telling when he can let his guard down. Plus, as a barbarian, clearly he can let his emotions drive him in combat. So a penalty to wisdom it is. The Guardian is supposed to be someone who inspires trust, and an easy way to do that is to be attractive, which is what the Guardian aims for. However, there just really isn't anyone in Trever's past that he truly trusts. As such, the Guardian ends up being the first random human that isn't unattractive.
might still be stuck inside if we hadn't been attacked. Where the hells are we?
Not everyone made it out alive.
Visions project into your mind. A Nautiloid hurtling through the plains, resplendent with psionic energy.
Don't mind if I do.
This is the pool that thing came from. The parasite now writhing behind your eye.
Trever cautiously investigates the pool.
The casing is fragile. The slightest touch could cause it to crumble.
Yeah, we're done here. He's not fucking with that.
All right. Dead. Good. Huh, I'll give it a shot. Someone else got out.
Lucky I made it out.
Odd. I feel better.
Images of goblins, their habits and histories flash into your mind. A schematic of a Nautiloid flashes into your mind. Nerves, sinews, as much living being as ship. A feeling penetrates your mind. An anomaly, one like ourselves, unconnected from the whole. Caution. Worlds beyond worlds flash before your eyes. Empires of a grand design traversed by ships just like this.
Mind flayer horticulture.
1,000 years of humanoid history. Elves, dwarves, humans, and more flash behind your eyes.
Something's on my mind.
You've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return! They return.
Trever tries to determine what exactly this is.
A newborn. Born new from this husk.
You realize you're talking to an intellect devourer, a minion of the mind flayers who abducted you.
He wonders what it expects him to do about it.
Remove us from this body. From this case. Free us. Please.
He may as well take a look. Investigate.
You notice edema, a swelling of the brain causing pressure where it strains against the shell of the skull.
Well, if it's pressing against the skull, break the skull. Strength.
The brain lifts from the skull, but you notice an opportunity. You could cripple the strange creature, making it more subservient, should it prove a threat.
This doesn't even enter Trevor's mind. No.
We are free. Our freedom is ours, friend.
The creature pauses, listening. Something behind your eyes seizes in recognition.
We must go to the helm. At the helm, we are needed.
What even is this place, wonders Trever. What's the helm?
The brain tenses, as though querying an unseen advisor.
Do you not hear it? We will not survive here. We are needed to navigate. We are needed to leave this realm.
Nah, he got it out, but he's not bringing this thing with him.
Do nothing for me. Do everything for us.
No way. This thing is on its own.
You are us, friend.
He said no, and he meant it.
We listen to our friend.
Our friend who saved us.
Abomination. This is your end.
Your head throbs and your skin tingles. Visions rush past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this? Skvar. You are no thrall. Vlaakith blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Trever did not appreciate being mistaken for anybody's thrall.
We carry mind flayer parasites. Unless we escape, unless we are cleansed, our bodies and minds will be tainted and twisted. Within days, we will be Geich, mind flayers.
And who is this who seems to know so much?
Who am I? Your only chance of survival.
If we're going to survive, we need to figure out where we are.
We can do nothing until we escape. That must be our priority. First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship. We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
Blood follows me everywhere.
I will ascend. Taking position.
At the ready.
Time to strike. You proved surprisingly adequate in battle. Now, to the helm. Not now. We must go to the helm.
Why does everybody keep mentioning the helm?
Control over the ship. Or do you wish to die here?
Let's have a look. Very well.
Ship won't be able to take another dragon attack. We need to get out before it's too late.
On my mind. And, well, eat it. Another step forward.
Geich machinery. I can make no sense of it.
Another mystery. Can't read this script. Annihilate.
Indolence breeds madness.
Unleash. Aggression. Annihilate.
Let's move. I should speak up.
The man isn't dead, but he's totally unresponsive. flickers in his eyes, but he seems totally unaware of his surroundings.
Let's see.
Psionic energy radiates from the prisoners, but they do not react.
Machine made them hostile. Have to keep going.
We have no time for stragglers.
Let's see if there's a latch first.
The construction is too alien. Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
This won't take but a minute. Tear it open.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a gift with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Dangerous is good. We're fighting our way off this thing.
Fair point. Looks like there's plenty of fighting ahead. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
Sounds good to Trever. He gives her his name.
Shadowheart. One moment.
He's just this side of curious enough to ask what that is.
It's nothing. Trust me.
Enough of this chatter. We need to get to the helm. Now.
She's right. Lead on.
Needs the key. A brain in a jar.
Faint images appear in your mind. A brain, a Githyanki warrior, and centuries of darkness.
Lae'zel takes the initiative and assaults the intellect devourer without consulting the others.
Show no mercy.
My injuries need tending.
How many are there?
Time to strike. Need to stay focused. Let's do this.
Moving ahead.
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Perfect.
He hasn't yet learned not to push random buttons here.
As you place your hand on the pod, you hear something. A presence connected to the pod, commanding the person inside to change.
Changed at the pull of a lever. How? If we are not purified, this may be our fate.
We need to get out of here before it's our turn. Another brain.
The newborn mind flayer stares at you, weak and dazed.
Cursed to put my hands on everything.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
Yank.
Trever asks the others to give him a couple minutes. He's left something behind that could be of use. This thing knew about the helm, and it stayed behind when he asked it to. If he can command it, it could just make the difference.
What's up for discussion?
The creature reaches into your mind, its thoughts rattling against yours. Something inside you squirms in recognition.
Friend, we will go to the helm now.
But first, some questions. Why was he forced onto the ship?
To know you. To love you. To give you our gift.
Does this thing know where we are?
In a realm where we have fled. We have fled to a realm called Avernus, first of the 9 hells. We are escaping a great evil.
And what does it know about the thing they put in his eye?
A gift. A gift to make you as we are. Soon you will be so beautiful, so powerful.
He doesn't trust it. But at the very least it probably wants to survive too. Come along.
We are going to the helm. My friend wants us to go to the helm.
Trever calls ahead for Lae'zel to stay her blade, for now.
Don't waste a step.
Not now. We must go to the helm.
Something the matter? Besides the obvious, that is.
Shadowy is an unusual name.
Pondering my name won't get us off this ship. Let's stow the small talk until we're safe, shall we?
And what would her plan be, he wonders.
Well, jumping overboard is hardly an option. So that leaves us with taking control of this ship. Provided we can figure out how to do that, of course.
Then all that's left is to do it.
I'm right behind you.
Connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Connect the nerves.
Nerves! We will connect
Them.
Take these, or shine your light on your head!
Victory awaits. Worth examining. My faith will protect me. Now what might you be hiding?
Throw that box in the sticks! Leave him to me. Connect the transponder.
Ignore the devil. We must take the transponder.
Mind if I do?
Hurry, before they strike.
Should get started.
I am fury. I am death. No time to waste. I'm ready.
Or your spine is mine.
If this ship hits the ground, we're dead. Damn these imps. We need to reach the transponder.
On the move. Can't give up. Not now.
The helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time. As you wake, the tadpole squirms in your skull.
Trever checks himself for injuries.
Other than the infection, you're more or less intact. A miracle, given everything you've been through, but it'll all be for nothing if you don't find help soon. The tadpole is a death sentence, and the clock is ticking. You need a cure.
Next time, Trever will orient himself and take stock of his situation. If he survived, maybe others did too.